Hey, Thomas from Field Tennis. Today we're taking a look at the one-handed and two-handed backhand backswing illusions. And if you haven't yet checked the forehand backswing illusion, you can click the card above because it will give you a much better understanding of where these illusions come from and what is the foundation of this misinterpretation of tennis technique. But if you have seen the forehand backswing illusion videos, then let's just get started with the backhand backswing illusions.
Let's look at the one-handed backhand now. So here's my ready position. I haven't yet changed the grip. I'm just here. I'm ready to start. And I'm going to prepare for my backhand. This is my preparation. After that, I will step and hit, right? So I'll just execute one backhand the way I play a backhand that you see, okay, that looks like a normal backhand. It's not strange in any way. So now, here's my preparation. It's like this. Then I can step forward and go. So now, again, we are observing how much does the arm move in relation to the body. So this is my ready position. This is a movement of my arm and my body simultaneously. So if I am simultaneously doing something with my arm and turning my body to the side while still looking at the ball is still far there, so I'm preparing. This is ready position. This is preparation of the backhand with no body rotation. Because once I turn, the racket goes here. If I don't turn, it's here, see? It's here, see, oh, that looks okay. It's here. So how much did my arm move? Now it's here, before it was here. So the one-handed backswing size, if you want it, or how much does the arm move, is this. That is the size, about 1 foot or a bit more, is the amount of movement you do with the arm from ready position to here. From ready position to here, I now separated my body movement from the arm movement, is here. So now you see if I turn, okay, now I step, so no arm movement. So now, yes, the arm is going to swing a bit more, but that's not, again, not a voluntary movement. I don't put my arm there. It swings around. It's a dynamic movement. Once I start uncoiling from the backhand, if my arm is not completely stiff, it's going to swing around and make a little loop. So the racket is going to swing around a bit more. But again, you have to be very careful when you're observing, because the tip of the racket, so here's my backhand. So the tip of the racket is going to make quite a big move in space, but my hand is just going to do this. So my hand is not going to go like this in space. My hand is going to do like this. So the arm movement, again, is quite small. But you can see how much I move the racket in space, the tip, and no movement of the wrist in space. So only moving my wrist left, right. But my hand is not moving in space.
So here's the backhand backswing illusion in a real example, so real life example. So I'm hitting a few backhands here, and we're going to do it the same way as we did on the forehand. So what we're interested in seeing is how much does the arm move in relation to the body. So when we take the two images from ready position and from preparation, we can see that in both cases the camera is looking at the body, or body is facing the camera, and then in that way we can compare how much does the arm actually move in relation to the body. So I have one more image here where I compare myself with Dimitrov so that you can see that my backhand is very similar. He's going a little bit higher, but in terms of observing the backswing, we can use my own backswing or my own backhand. So again, I did the same as on the forehand so that we don't get distracted with other body parts, legs and the head and so on. So you can very clearly see also in this image, so the body is facing the camera, and we can easily then observe how much did the arm move in relation to the body from ready position to the backswing. So as you can see, the movement is very, very small. So we can look also at this image where I overlaid the body. So the body is now aligned. So you can see that this position of the forearm was in the ready position, and this is the position of the forearm in my backswing. So you can see there is no backswing. There is only a little bit of a lift. So here's the hand, here's the hand. So this is all we do with the arm when we are preparing for the backhand, perhaps a little bit higher for some players, but we are not going backwards. The illusion of the backswing happens because the body rotates. And the size or the amount of this backswing I've already showed before when I analyzed Grigor Dimitrov's backhand. And you can click the card above to go to that video. And I just took out this image where I was pointing out the amount of the backswing or height of the backswing. So as you can see, his arm moved very little. This is from ready position, and this is in the backswing. We're still calling it like that, but as you're realizing, there is no backswing, there's just a lift. So the arm on the one-handed backhand lifts the racket a little bit. Of course, the other hand is helping and pulling it up, but that's about all there is. And most of the racket's movement in space that you see is created by body rotation from initial ready position to the preparation.
So finally we can do the two-handed backhand, which is also very simple. There is basically no arm movement. So this is my ready position. Let's say I have already the right grip. So now I will prepare. You will say, okay, that looks okay. Something like Novak Djokovic or Andre Agassi or something like that. So here's the backhand. Then I swing down. So it looks something like this. So you can see, okay, from here, I go here. So you can see the racket moved quite a lot in space. From here to here is more than 1 meter, 1.5 meters. So 5-6 feet the racket moved in space. How did I move the racket in space so much? With my arms? No. So here, you see. So now I'm going to move my arms without body rotation. So I would feel like this. That is my backswing for the two-handed backhand. From here, I go here. Then I turn. You'll say, okay, that looks okay. It's just fine. It's here. It's back, right? It's back. Remember, back is there. So now, without the racket, here's my position. What is the size or the amount of backswing for two-handed backhand? The movement of the arms. Okay, no body. Maybe like this. That's it. So I just go a little bit slightly up if I use this type of backswing and slightly away. And actually it's not backwards. For me it feels forward. It moves slightly away from my body. So here in ready position I'm a bit closer. Then I go here. Then, because I need room to swing. I can't swing from here, so I need some room to swing, so I go here. Then I have a little loop here. So here I go, boom. So the movement feels actually forward if I don't move the body. Here, now, here. Now, you see it's okay. Now, here. So again, what is the amount of backswing on the two-handed backhand? Basically nothing. With no body rotation, it's this. But again, the eye can be deceived. So again, to summarize, why is the eye deceived? Why do you think there's a backswing? Because we are doing two movements at the same time. We're doing arm movement and body rotation. And it seems like that the racket went from here to there, which is quite a lot in space, by my arms. And when you picture that, which is wrong, you do it like this, then you step, now you're here. Because you don't realize that is your body rotation that moves the racket most in space. Your body rotation is moving the racket in space not your arm. But because we see the racket in the arm, we interpret it as if the arm made the movement.